My name is Julie, a 25-year-old woman working as a cleaner. Employed by a cleaning company, I worked in a business district. Everyone wore nice suits, but I wore dirty work clothes for cleaning. However, I liked my cleaning job and took pride in my work. The reason I'm working as a cleaner is tied to a dark past. I grew up in a toxic household where my parents were overbearing and tried to control me. Moreover, it was a single-mother household. And my mother would drink constantly after work and often take out her frustrations on me with harsh words. That's why I felt I had no place at home and wanted to get away from my mother as soon as possible. I was also bullied at school. In middle school, I was teased by classmates because we were a single-mother household and my mother often hung out with young men. The one who was particularly mean to me was Monica, a pretty and rich girl in the class. Monica was the daughter of a wealthy CEO, and her father made a lot of money. So she had luxurious items like branded scarves that middle schoolers usually couldn't afford. She bragged about these things excessively, and although I thought she was honestly an awful person, I tried not to let it bother me, thinking my misery stemmed from being poor. But Monica went out of her way to come over and speak badly about me. Moreover, her crony Tom would laugh along. "I saw your mother downtown the other day. She was dressed so gaudily. What on earth was she doing? And she was with a young man. Probably up to something indecent. Ugh, how disgusting. I can't stand being in the same class as someone from such a filthy family. It's like their filth is going to rub off on me." Yeah, Julie's place is a rundown apartment, and no one knows what her mom does. They're at the bottom of the barrel. Julie will probably end up just like her trashy mom. Not that Julie is going to get a boyfriend. She's too plain and unpopular. Don't say that. Sure, my mom might be a little weird, but what did I do? I've done nothing to Monica or Tom. Stop being so mean. It's unbearable having you in the class because you stink. Your apartment probably doesn't even have a bath, right? My house has a huge bath. You must only be able to go to some cheap, shabby bathhouse once a week. That's why you smell so rotten. Yeah. It's your fault the class smells so bad. Poor people really have it rough, can't even bathe properly. I do have a bath at home, and I use it every day. It's pointless to make excuses, you reek so much it has to be your fault. Monica and Tom kept saying it was my fault the classroom smelled, but it definitely wasn't. Sure, my mom didn't earn much and we were poorer than others, but I still bathed every day. Even on days when we couldn't fill the bathtub, I showered, so I shouldn't have smelled that bad. Yet they said I stank, and, well, I did notice a smell too. However, it turned out it wasn't because of me. A classmate, Sam, who was a bit of a jokester, had been stuffing opened convenience store food and milk into his locker. Our middle school had lockers, and Sam had a habit of cramming things in his, causing half-eaten bread and spoiled milk to tumble out along with melted ice cream. Oops. So that's where it was. I totally forgot, I was planning to finish that later. Why are you doing this? This isn't a fridge, you know? It was your fault, it really stinks. Clean it up. Get some deodorizers. Sorry. I'll bring it next time. I'll also get some air freshener. Well, I'll forgive you. If it was some poor person, I wouldn't let it slide. Ha? Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Sam was such a clown and a bit clueless, so he didn't realize that Monica was trying to blame me. Monica was lenient with Tom and Sam. Tom never messed up like Sam did, but he was very handsome. Sam was the most handsome boy at school, clumsy but charming, which made him popular with the girls. He had been a child model when he was younger, so he must have been extremely cute. Because of Sam, I almost got blamed, but since he was such a likable character, I forgave him in my heart. In the third year of middle school, everyone seriously considered their next steps. Monica wanted to go to a prestigious all-girls high school. Since she had moved here in the fall of the first year due to her father's job transfer, she couldn't take the middle school entrance exams. We're wealthy, so attending a private all-girls school is no big deal, she boasted. Tom, who was fairly good at studying, aimed for the second-best high school in the city, while Sam just hoped to get into any school. I, on the other hand, wanted to leave home as soon as possible, so I chose to find a job. The teacher warned me that finding a job with just a middle school education would be tough, and changing jobs might be even harder. But I strongly wanted to escape my mother's control. By winter, my mother had stopped being overbearing and had lost interest in me. She wouldn't talk to me, and I didn't care and ignored her. After all the terrible things she had said and done, I was very happy when I got a job. At 15, I first took a job at an inn, living there. But the bully there, known as Spike, was really intimidating, and I ended up almost having a nervous breakdown. Spike always said harsh things to me and talked behind my back. I knew she wasn't trying to teach me for my own good. She simply disliked me. She called me a useless fool and constantly said I was worthless because I only had a middle school education, which made me decide to quit. That's how I ended up in my current cleaning job. Cleaning work is mostly solitary, so I felt less stressed. I am somewhat shy and not very proactive in communicating with others. I think the bullying I experienced in middle school made me afraid of people. For years into my cleaning job, I found a kitten that seemed either abandoned or stray. The kitten was crying and came up to me, rubbing against my legs. Feeling sorry for this lonely kitten, I took it back to my apartment. Since my apartment allowed pets, I informed the landlord and my neighbors, saying the kitten might be noisy for a while. The neighbors, who also had cats and dogs, didn't mind, but the kittens running and jumping around kept me up at night. Still, this was my first real family. Even though my mother was around, she always hurt me with her words, and I hadn't seen my father in a long time. My father had another woman and kids elsewhere, and he didn't care about me. So, this kitten became my precious family. I named her Rainy. It was a simple name since I found her on a rainy day, but I thought it was cute and easy to call. My cleaning job exhausts me every day. It involves a lot of physical labor and bending over frequently, so my shoulders and back are constantly sore. But Rainy was the one who comforted me. Since Rainy was a female cat, I had her spayed to prevent her from having kittens. If by any chance she ran away and got pregnant, there would be more kittens. I can't take care of any more, and the vet recommended surgery, so I went ahead with it. Many people seem to opt for surgery to prevent unwanted lives and to reduce the risk of future illnesses. I felt a bit sorry, but it was important for us to live together. Rainy was an indoor cat, and she would snuggle up to me when I got home. So, even though I was always tired, I felt warm inside. One day, while I was relaxing at home with Rainy, I got an email from Sam. We had exchanged contact information, and he was organizing a class reunion. Everyone was over 20 now, and I wondered how they had changed. I didn't have many good memories from middle school, but I wanted to feel nostalgic and decided to go. I thought if anyone said something unpleasant, I could just leave early. Since Sam, the class clown, invited me, I replied that I would attend, and he said, "You have to come." On the day of the reunion, I decided to wear a nice dress and high heels. They were cheap and anyone could tell they weren't high quality. But my salary wasn't great, and I considered a $50 dress and $50 shoes to be quite expensive. When I arrived at the venue, Sam greeted me. His face hadn't changed, he was still handsome. Apparently, he was now working as a hairdresser and had his own salon as a renowned stylist. "Julie, thanks for coming. Let's wait until everyone gets here." "Sure, thanks for inviting me." I was pretty unpopular in middle school. "Really? I don't remember you being disliked. Didn't you notice?" I was quite hated because my family was poor and my mom was flashy, especially by Monica and Tom. "Wow, I didn't realize." "Sorry, I didn't notice. I'm still a bit clueless and people say I'm a bit of a dimwit." "Even if you're clueless, you're still running a salon, so that's impressive." "But I thought you'd become a model." "No, I wanted to do this. I'm also studying makeup now and thinking of becoming a makeup artist in the future. It's amazing how women can transform with makeup. I enjoy the process." "Well, it's like drawing." "Well, yeah, drawing is like that." While Sam and I were talking, Tom and Monica arrived. They hadn't changed much either, and Monica's high-end branded bag made her instantly recognizable. "Oh, everyone's already here. Sorry we're late." But the main attraction always arrives last. Yeah, we were the popular ones in class. Really? Weren't you just bossing everyone around? Tom's driving is terrible, it was scary. So reckless. Haha, sorry about that. Actually, we're getting married. I was so happy to get my father's approval. Right, Tom? Yeah, it's great. I guess working at a good company helped with that. Everyone, make sure to bring $1,000 as a wedding gift. Yeah, everyone, bring $1,000. $1,000, ha. That's a nice round number. Hey. What? You can't say things like that, it'll make them break up. Oh, right. Maybe $900? But that has a bad connotation too. Sam was still the same, a bit clueless and clumsy. Monica and Tom's faces turned red with anger, almost shouting. It was unreasonable for them to demand such a large sum as a wedding gift from old classmates. No one in their right mind would bring $1,000 to a classmate's wedding. Even when my coworker got married, no one brought such a large amount, so I thought Monica and Tom were simply out of their minds. Then, Monica and Tom sat near us. Feeling uneasy, I noticed Monica starting to talk to me. So, are you still working at that inn? I quit that job and am doing something else now. Oh, it's probably not a good job anyway. You only have a middle school education. So, where are you working? I'm employed by a cleaning company as a cleaner. It's quite enjoyable. What? Cleaning toilets and stuff? Gross, I can't believe it. What? Toilets are filthy, and you clean them? I wouldn't do that for $1 million. How can you do such a job? You must have no pride. I've never cleaned a toilet in my life. Not even a bathtub. Really? She kept calling my job dirty, but I wondered about someone who had never cleaned their own toilet or bath. If she still lived at home, maybe her parents or a maid did it, but we were adults now. Everyone should clean their own toilets, and boasting about not doing it was embarrassing. Julie lives by cleaning and making money, how pitiful. It's like being a filthy sewer rat. A sewer rat. And with that low pay, you must not be eating well. That's why you're so skinny. My dog eats premium steak, better than you. That's terrible. I couldn't hold back my sadness and started to cry. Sure, I'm thin, but I eat normally now. Since middle school, Monica had been saying things like my chest was flat as a board or that I was so skinny it was scary. Even after I started eating normally, I stayed thin, so I think it's just my body type. My mom also stayed thin despite always being treated to good food by men, so I thought it might be genetic. I could only look down and cry out of sadness. Even the usually insensitive Sam seemed flustered and didn't know what to do. If someone is crying right in front of you, even Sam wouldn't know what to do. Sam scolded Monica for saying too much, but Monica and Tom argued back. I really wanted to go home, but it was raining outside. I forgot to bring an umbrella, so I had to stay inside the store for a while, which was inconvenient. Once the gathering ended, everyone would probably go to a second party, but I planned to go home. Finally, the reunion ended. As I was leaving, Monica said something again. Oh no, the rain's still coming down. Well, a sewer rat like you must be used to dirty water, so it's like a free shower, right? Haha, if you still don't have a bath at home, you can wash yourself with this rain. Lucky you, Julie. Go ahead and walk home in the rain, you poor, low-class dropout. Now, Tom. Get the car, I don't want to get wet. I'm glad you didn't drink. Got it. I'll pull up in front of the store. Tom had been drinking non-alcoholic drinks all night, so I figured he cannot handle alcohol well. That explained why he drove. Monica had been drinking a lot and might have been drunk, but still, she said too much. I started crying again out of sadness, but since I was going home, it didn't matter. Just then, a super fancy car pulled up in front of Tom's car. An attractive man got out. Sorry to keep you waiting, traffic was bad. Sorry to call you for this, Adam. It's fine, it's what a boyfriend's for, right? Yeah, but I still feel bad. Julie, you always hesitate. Even when I offered to buy you jewelry from Harris Winston or Van Cleef for your birthday. Harris Winston. Van Cleef. That's high-end jewelry. And what do you mean boyfriend? Who is this guy? This is my boyfriend, Adam. What? Hi, I'm Julie's boyfriend, Adam. I run a company and invest as well. Here's my card. When Adam handed over his business card, Monica started trembling. She said she knew the company. Apparently, Monica's father does business with Adam's company, so she realized how important it was. Adam is my boyfriend, but I had never told anyone about him before. I didn't think it was necessary, and I'm shy, so I felt embarrassed for anyone to know I had a boyfriend. I'm not particularly cute, and my figure is average. In contrast, Adam is tall and handsome, even more so than Sam. If Sam looks like a member of the Backstreet Boys, Adam looks like a K-pop star. He has porcelain skin, long and narrow eyes, and incredibly long legs. Sam is more slender, but Adam is a fit, muscular type. You wouldn't notice in regular clothes, but in a swimsuit, you can see his toned abs. Wait, you're Adam? Yes, I am Adam from H Innovations. You're so handsome. No way. What? Could we exchange contact information? I'd like to get to know you better. If it's not for business, I have to decline. Hey, do you need something from my Adam? He's my boyfriend, you know. I wonder if I should tell Tom about this. Look, here he comes. When Tom parked the car and got out, I told him what had happened, and he got furious. So you're hitting on a guy better looking than me, and leaving me? He shouted at Monica. Monica broke down crying and collapsed on the spot. She got soaked, looking more like the sewer rat she accused me of being. Wah. This is horrible, I wasn't hitting on anyone. Shut up. You were flirting with him because he's better looking. You're the worst. No, I wasn't. Julie set me up. Then show us the proof, Julie. That's when I showed the video I had secretly recorded earlier. I had recorded it just in case I wanted some payback. Seeing the video, Tom got even angrier and yelled at Monica even more. Then Tom got in the car and drove off alone. Monica didn't have an umbrella and had to walk home in the rain, since she had come with Tom who only drank non-alcoholic drinks. I felt a little sorry for her, but reminded myself that she brought it on herself by being mean. Shall we go home? The rain is getting heavier and it's cold. Yeah, it's getting cold. I have a coat and a blanket in the car. I'll turn on the heater, but let me know if you're still cold. Okay, thank you. Wow, what a great boyfriend. Where did you meet him, Julie? Actually, his company is in the building where I work. Really? I'm a cleaning company temp, and I was assigned there. Adam always appreciated how clean I kept the place, and that's how we started dating. Julie is very diligent. She cleans places no one else would notice. She's a huge help. That's impressive. Julie was always diligent with cleaning in middle school too, so it must be her calling. Thanks. I'll keep doing my best as a professional cleaner. I'm sorry I didn't notice you were being bullied, Julie. I'm dense and clueless, even today. I couldn't stand up to Monica properly when she was being mean. I did warn her, but she's so headstrong. It's okay. Julie, did you have a hard time? Yes, we were classmates, but I was too clueless to notice she was being bullied. Please make Julie happy from now on. I will. Julie, you have good classmates. At that moment, I wondered if Sam might have had feelings for me. But Adam didn't seem bothered, so maybe it was just my imagination. Adam never hurts or resents anyone. Despite becoming a CEO at a young age, he's not arrogant and is kind to everyone, so he didn't mind me talking to Sam. Adam comes from a wealthy family. His father is also a company president. Unlike Monica, he was raised strictly and taught to understand others' pain from a young age. Though Adam sometimes buys me expensive things or treats me to nice meals for occasions like my birthday, he's generally frugal. I learned that there are two kinds of wealthy people. True wealthy people don't wastefully accumulate things. When I first visited Adam's penthouse, it was so sparsely furnished I thought he might be a minimalist. In fact, I now live in that penthouse with my cat, Rainy. Adam is very fond of Rainy, and recently, The cat seems to prefer Adam over me, which makes me a bit sad. I guess even animals can sense kind people instinctively. I found Rainy on a day like this, in the pouring rain. Really? Rainy had a tough time too. Thank you for always taking care of her. No problem, she comforts me. I always wanted a pet. I see, but lately, she prefers you and it makes me a little sad. But isn't she adorable? Yes, she's super cute. Actually, I have a suggestion. I'd like to adopt another cat. A friend of mine volunteers at a cat rescue. And they have a kitten that needs a home. We were talking about cats in the car. Adam has a wide network, so he knows people doing all sorts of things. One of his acquaintances runs a cat rescue, and he wants to adopt another kitten from them. When having multiple pets, it's important to consider compatibility. But Rainy is a calm female cat now, and might treat the kitten like her own child. I agreed with Adam's idea, and we decided to adopt the kitten. Rainy, who used to be so mischievous, is already like an older sister. While cleaning Adam's company, I never expected such a handsome guy to compliment my work. And to have the CEO himself thank me was beyond anyone's expectations. I now take pride in my cleaning job, but there were people who made hurtful comments. Even if they weren't as outright mean as Monica, they would make indirect remarks about how dirty the work was. I felt sad and down at times, but Rainy always comforted me. And now, Adam is on my side too. Adam believes that as long as it's legal, all work is honorable. He truly means it, as he always thanks people, and expresses gratitude politely at convenience stores and restaurants. His manners are refined and he seems accustomed to saying thank you, so I think he was taught well from a young age. He's nothing like Monica. Monica may be a CEO's daughter, but she's arrogant and acts like she deserves everything. She doesn't work and isn't even helping at home. I thought that might be what people call a NEET. For a NEET to look down on others' jobs is just wrong. Even though I live with Adam now, I'm not relying on him for everything. As an independent adult, I buy my own things and groceries with my salary. Adam says it's okay to rely on him more, but I don't want to become complacent. That's why my clothes today weren't high-end. Adam might easily buy me expensive things, but I have my own pride. I thought I was weak, but maybe I'm actually quite stubborn. Then Adam and I started a trial period with the rescue kitten. Before adopting, there's usually a trial period to see if the cat fits in. The volunteer suggested observing for about 2 weeks, but Rainy sniffed the kitten and didn't act hostile. After just 3 days, Rainy was cuddling the kitten as they slept. The kitten was affectionate, playfully batting at Rainy with its paw. Maybe Rainy thinks of the kitten as her own child. I felt a bit sorry for having Rainy spayed, but I didn't want her to suffer from uterine or ovarian diseases later. So, after the trial, we officially adopted the kitten. We named the kitten Sunny because we brought him home on a sunny day. We considered names like Fluffy and Bella, but Fluffy sounded too cute, and Bella was the name of the neighbor's child, so we decided against those. Life with Adam and our 2 cats became very enjoyable. One day, Adam took me on a date. I'm naturally frugal and grew up poor, so I feel out of place in fancy places. That's why I turned down the high-end jewelry Adam wanted to give me, fearing I'd lose it. Adam knew I loved fish, so he reserved a table at a high-end sushi restaurant. On the way back, he played romantic music in the car and gave me an engagement ring. I recognized the box as being from Harris Winston, the high-end jewelry brand. I was so moved that he would give me something so beautiful, and I regretted always hesitating before. I worried that I might have dampened his feelings. I want to be with you forever, Julie. Thank you for living with me. From now on, we're not just boyfriend and girlfriend, but fiancés. Adam. You thought that much about me? You're the person I love most in the world, Julie. I admire your dedication and want to be with you forever. I know you've been hesitant. But please feel free to rely on me sometimes. I can do housework and want to help with everything. So, rely on me more. Thank you. I'm looking forward to our future together. Let's tell everyone. But you know, my mom is missing, and I don't know if your father will approve. But I'm going to marry you, Julie. Don't worry about your mother. I'd like to meet her if possible, but if you don't want to look for her, that's fine. And don't worry about my family, they will be okay with it. I hope so. My mother is missing. After I left home, I went back to the apartment we used to live in once, but she wasn't there anymore. She must have remarried or moved in with some man and left. I live as if I have no parents and don't want any contact, but marriage is different. I'd be happy to marry him, but I wasn't sure if Adam's family would accept me. However, my worries were unfounded. Both his father and mother were very kind and comforted me, treating me like their own daughter. I decided that I would cherish them as my parents from now on. So now, I'm living with Adam and our 2 cats. I look forward to our wedding in 6 months.